about wins and losses. It's about loyalty. It's about understanding. I'm going to make the play or I'm going to watch the play be made.
Wow, what a shot by A.J. Smith from that corner. Beats Kyreke's quadruple team. Somebody is open, and Kyreke makes it off the left side, going against 4 defenders. The big man, Kyreke DeBon, gives his team a 1-point lead.
It's about fighting our fight.
Pass over, Sykes, straightaway 3. Sykes! T.J. Sykes, 5 points, and the Cougars coming alive. And Coach Hare has cared enough. Back to Montemayor, takes a 3 from the corner. Good for DeAndre Montemayor.
Fight to fight. It's our fight to fight. What the men you a fight for?
Now over to Sumner. He's going to take a 3 from the wing. Shot up. Good for Garrett Sumner. Garrett Sumner, everyone. A big-time 3 for the big-time guy.
It's about winning one-on-one battles.
Sykes in the paint. Slips, dips, up. Good. T.J. Sykes psyching everybody out.
Give everything you got today. Not because of the Super Bowl, but because when this game ends, you have a brother to call for life. Knowing you gave everything you had.
Welcome to Jarrell Cougar Playoff Basketball live on SHN Sports. And now onto the court with the voice of the Cougars, Rob Hipp.
Well, good afternoon and welcome back to Midway High School. It is the 3A Regional Final live here just outside of Waco, Texas and Hewitt, Texas. I'm Rob Hipp, and the teams today, Jarrell, the designated home team, as they will be hosting, even though they're on the road, the Grandview Zebras. Grandview at 26-6, Jarrell at 31-4. And Jarrell coming out of a big victory just last night versus East Chambers. They held an East Chambers team that averaged 76 points to only 36, so 40 points below their average. But Jarrell was also held 20 points below their overall average in the regular season. The Grandview Zebras dominated down low for a 60-55 win. That one over Kuntz Friday night as they advanced here to this game today. And, of course, facing number 1 Jarrell. The Zebras, don't let it mislead you. They're unranked in the TABC poll, but a very capable and tough team. Jarrell is going to have their work cut out for them tonight. As several of the players, there's actually 3 brothers that play on this Grandview Zebras team coached by Joel Moore that are brothers. And we will talk more about them here as, once again, of course, we're getting started early as they do things here in Waco. But we are about to get started here in just a few moments. Again, today's broadcast brought to you by our friends at White Shadow Basketball. We appreciate White Shadow and all of their hard work, and we will talk to Coach White at halftime, so make sure that you join us at halftime as we will talk about White Shadow Basketball and all of the wonderful things that Coach White is doing. Well, the starting lineup here for the Grandview Zebras in white and black. That's their colors. They wear black jerseys with the numbers in white. The 5'10" senior, number 2, Cameron English. The 6'6" sophomore, you heard that right, 6'6" sophomore, number 10, Travis Massey. 5'10" junior, number 20, Michael Masella. The 6'3" senior, number 21, Devontae Crownover. And the 6'6" freshman as a starter. And again, you heard that right, 6'6" freshman, number 33, Demetrius Crownover. So again, your starters for Grandview are English, Massey, Masella, Crownover, and Crownover. So the Crownover brothers, there's 3 of them out there. 2 of them will be starting for your Jarrell Cougars, coming off of a big victory last night to make it here to this regional final for a second straight year in a row. Of course, coached by Drew Sumner, and their white jerseys, white shorts with royal blue numbers and also royal blue trim on the shirts. The 6' senior, number 0, T.J. Sykes. The senior number 1, A.J. Smith. The senior number 2, Kyreke DeBon. The 5'10" junior number 5, Garrett Sumner. And the 5'10" sophomore number 11, DeAndre Montemayor. We are set to get started again, folks. We tried to get on early, but the game's scheduled to start at 1 o'clock. But again, they're starting 5 minutes early, just like they did last night. And we are just underway here as Kyreke DeBon and the Cougars control the opening tip. Jarrell will be moving from left to right into the hands of T.J. Sykes. Now top of the key over to Sumner. Montemayor back up top over to Sykes. Sykes had a phenomenal game for Jarrell as he scored 13 last night. Montemayor has it on the left wing, trying to find some penetration down. And these big bodies for Grandview are going to give Jarrell a hard time down in that paint. But that's okay because Kyreke DeBon this season, he hasn't been hanging out in the paint. He's been driving in a lot. We'll see if that's the game plan again tonight. Grandview showing a 2-3 zone here as Jarrell trying to find penetration inside. So far, they've had to keep it on the perimeter. Now a straightaway 3. T.J. Sykes, good at the bottom of the net for T.J. Sykes. Jarrell needed to get started with a big play. They get it from TJ Sykes. Averages 12.8 a game again last game. He came alive for the Cougars as he did what he could to help his team continue their winning ways. Now back the other way. Grandview puts up a shot. That shot no good, and it's blocked. And Jarrell wants to run from left to right. That was Demetrius Crownover with the block shot. Or as he went up, he got blocked. A.J. Smith has it back on the Cougar side of the court on the right side. TJ over to A.J. on that left wing. Now over to the right corner. Straightaway three again. Sykes! Sykes! TJ 2 for 2 from behind the arc, and Jarrell has a 6-0 lead. 6:42 to go here in the opening quarter of play. Grandview from right to left trying to go inside on DeBon, and they turn it over. It's one-on-one. Sykes. Sumner's going to trail him. Sykes off the right side. That shot no good. Sumner there trying to clean it up off the right side. The shot no good, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line, shooting two. The aggressive play. Jarrell coming out of the gates storming here. One of the best starts that we've seen here in postseason play for the Cougars. And even though TJ Sykes missing that shot, his teammate Garrett Sumner there to clean up the action. He'll go to the line shooting two. Garrett Sumner misses the first one. Garrett averages just under 3 points a game. He's a 62% free throw shooter. He had 2 points in a game versus East Chambers last night. Second free throw, though, for Garrett is good. And Jarrell with a commanding 7-0 lead early. 6:24 to go here in the first quarter of action. East Chambers trying to move the ball to their side of the court from right to left, and they do. Working around now, pass up, top of the key, into the hands of Michael Masella. Masella works a crossover dribble, passes over left wing. His teammate takes a right hand, jump, step, hop in the paint. That shot good. Travis Massey, a beautiful move. And the Grandview Zebras get on the board, 7-2. Jarrell with a 5-point lead. Cougars back on their side of the court. Sumner trying to work inside over to Kyrique DeBon on that right corner. That's not his shot. He's going to drive in the paint, puts it up, flip and dip. That shot partially blocked, no good for Kyrique. Grandview trying to eat into this 7-2 deficit as they move from right to left. Over on the top of the key, back into the hands of Michael Masella. Now over to the right wing, Cameron English. Back over to Masella, now the left wing. Shot up, three-point shot. That one off the mark for Travis Massey. Had a good look at it, but that three-point shot no good. We always say sometimes the air conditioner gets turned on a certain side of the court. That was an air ball. A.J. Smith trying to feed in between two defenders. Now gets it over to Montemayor, left wing, into the hands of Sumner. A right-handed dribble back over to A.J. Now back into the hands of Sumner near that outside corner. Tries to feed down low inside to Kyrique, and that ball's knocked away. Turnover by the Cougars. They lead 7-2, 5:10 to go here in the opening quarter of play. Live from Hewitt, Texas. Hewitt back, or beg your pardon, Zebras back with the ball from Grandview. Talked about it earlier. They are 26-6 on the season. And a shot right there just inside the free throw line in the paint. Good for Demetrius Crownover. And it's a 7-4 Jarrell Cougar lead. Jarrell back on their side of the court. Grandview not showing any press here. And Jarrell will have the ball back into the hands of A.J. Smith over to Kyrique DeBon at the elbow. Spins around over to Montemayor, top of the key, back inside over to Kyrique. Using his strength inside, and Kyrique is fouled. He'll go to the line shooting two. Second team foul for Grandview. And that foul will go on number 10, Travis Massey picking up his first. So 2 team fouls for Grandview, none for Jarrell. Jarrell back at the line here shooting two. Kyrique DeBon, a 61% free throw shooter, but had a phenomenal job from the line last night. Here, however, misses the first one. Kyrique averages 17 points a game. He had 22 versus East Chambers last night. Second free throw off the right hand. That one good for Kyrique. So Jarrell starts out 50% from the line. That's about where they've hovered throughout the season, 2 for 4. 4:26 to go first quarter. Cougars holding on to that 4-point lead, 8-4. Grandview and the Zebras in black jerseys, black shorts, and Grandview on white with the numbers in white. Have the ball back on the left side of the court. Back up top over to Michael Masella, way out there. He's trying to find someone in the elbow. It's Devontae Crownover. Puts that shot up. That shot no good by Crownover. The putback, though, is good as his teammate Demetrius Crownover able to dig that one up. And the Zebras trail by 2, 8-6. 3:57 to go first quarter. Kyrique DeBon trying to feed Montemayor. Takes a shot from the corner. That shot up too strong for DeAndre. And now a chance to tie or take the lead with a 3 here with 3:44 to go. Jarrell leads 8-6. Grandview with the ball on the left side of the court. Standing tall, Cameron English trying to feed his man in the paint. Kyrique knocks it away. Goes into the backcourt. TJ Sykes coming up with it. And Sykes got pushed out, no call. And he is looking over there, and I think the coaching staff is happy either, as TJ was going for that ball and got pushed, no call. And the ball will go back over to the Grandview Zebras. They'll inbound just in front of their own court. Again, I'm on the visitor side to give you a perspective here in this beautiful facility at Midway High School. It's got stadium seating. Pass over to the left wing. Now back up top of the key into the hands of Michael Masella. Now over to the left wing. Demetrius Crownover feeds his man in the paint. Little flip and dip. That shot no good by Massey, but he'll go to the line shooting two. It's going to be the first personal foul, first team foul for Jarrell. And that personal, waiting to see who they call that on. It is going to go, I believe, on Kyrique DeBon, and it is. So Kyrique picks up his first personal, first team at the line, shooting two. Again, is Travis Massey, the 6'6" sophomore. Right-handed free throw shot up and good. 8-7, 1 point Jarrell Cougar lead. Massey has a chance to tie it here on another free throw. The second free throw is up and good, and we've got a tie ball game at 8 apiece. So Jarrell came out gunning early, just like we saw with East Chambers, and now back the other way as TJ Sykes trying to drive in, and boy, he's fouled hard. He'll go to the line shooting two. So again, here's Sykes at the line shooting two. The first free throw is up and good for TJ Sykes. Jarrell reclaims the lead. Sykes has got 7 points, 3:05 to go here in the opening quarter of play. Thanks for joining us from Midway High School in this 3A regional final. Right-handed free throw shot, that one too short. Bounces off the front of the rim for TJ, and Jarrell continues at 50% from that line. Tim Hanlow's checked in moments ago. He's on the court now. Moving the ball around is Grandview, and Jarrell fighting for it. Sumner's on the deck, and Tim Hanlow's down there hauling it in, and we'll see if the possession arrow is going to go towards Grandview. No, it's going to go to Jarrell, I believe. We'll wait to see what the official call is here. The Jarrell fans not happy with it. And everybody just kind of standing around trying to fill the call here, and Jarrell clapping like they have got the ball here. And Jarrell did get it. It's a timeout by the Cougars. We'll step aside as well and take a timeout. Don't go anywhere. Jarrell Cougar playoff basketball continues in a few moments. Jarrell Cougar playoff basketball made possible in part by White Shadow Basketball, providing individual skill development in the game of basketball, giving the players the opportunity to gain the tools that he or she needs to reach or even exceed their basketball goals. Emphasis on developmental shooting, one-on-one skills, defense, and ball handling drills will be taught. Individual sessions are $25 an hour or $20 for initial training and evaluation. Group rates are also available for 2 or more participants. Each session also includes a Christ-centered devotional basketball training with a higher purpose. That's White Shadow Basketball. Coach Trey White, a teacher and coach, 25 years in Texas Public Schools. You can visit them on Facebook at facebook.com/White Basketball. That's facebook.com/White Basketball. White Shadow Basketball, individual skill development in the game of basketball. Back in action here. Jarrell almost turns the ball over. It goes out of bounds, and it is a turnover by Jarrell. The ball will go back into the hands of Grandview with 2:40 to go here in the first quarter. Jarrell leads 9-8. Coach Sumner not happy. He's talking things over with the official. And part of the officiating crew wanted to go over them real quick. Of course, Wesley Jones, Jason Yeartley, Craig Tidwell. They're from the Tyler THS BOA. We appreciate these officials making their way here to Waco, Texas today from the Tyler chapter of officiation. We appreciate these men out here today. They got a hard job. You know, if things are going the way of your team, you're happy with them. If they're not, you're mad at them. And that's the way it goes. Grandview has the ball from right to left, quickly back on their side of the court. Massey working a dribble. Now passes up top into the hands of the 5'10" junior Masella. Over to the left wing. It is Braden Lawson who checked in. Lawson's going to take a three, and that one good from the wing. Lawson able to drill one right there at the bottom of the net. And he gives his team their first lead of the game, 11-9. Remember, Jarrell came out here early with a 6-point lead, and that has now been erased. It's a 2-point lead for Grandview. Kyrique in the paint. Off the left side, no good. Blocking foul. Kyrique was fouled. He'll go to the line shooting two. So that's one thing Jarrell's able to do is get to the line. They've just got to capitalize from that free throw line here if they want to keep things rolling in postseason play. We've talked about it all season. So Montemayor at the line here shooting two. We talked about it earlier. He's a 61% free throw shooter. Misses that one. Kyrique is now 1 for 3. Jarrell hit 8 free throws, all 8 of them in the fourth quarter to secure that win last night versus East Chambers. They've got to continue to do the same thing here. Right-handed free throw shot, good for Kyrique DeBon. Kyrique 2 for 4 from the line. He's got his team back to within a 1-point deficit, 11-10. Grandview with the ball and the lead. 2:02 to go here in the opening quarter. In the paint, has his man, flip dip, that shot no good. It was trying to go in off the fingertips of Demetrius Crownover, and Grandview able to secure a deep rebound back the other way. Now a corner three. This shot up and good. Ernest Crownover, the Crownover brothers are turning the crown over in this game. They've got a 4-point lead, 14-10. Sykes going to take a three. That one good for TJ Sykes. All 3 shots by TJ, besides one little one in the paint, have been 3-pointers. He is now 3 for 4, and those 3 for 4 coming at the 3-point line. TJ has got 10 points, already in double digits. Grandview back with the ball. Nice pass around the back, and that shot good off the right side of the glass for Demetrius Crownover. He's got 6. 1:16 to go, first quarter. Jarrell trails by 3, 16-13. Kyrique taking a right-handed dribble, now a shot, and that one good for Kyrique. He needed to get on the board with a shot. He got one from the field. Kyrique with 4 points, and Jarrell back to within 1. 16-15 your score, under a minute to go. Appreciate everybody out there. Hey, if you're out there on Facebook Live, let us know how we're sounding tonight. Off the left side, that shot good by Demetrius Crownover. Back-to-back shots for Crownover, and it is a 3-point Grandview advantage with 40 seconds to go here in the first. 18-15 the score. Kyrique DeBon trapped by 2 near the elbow. Over to TJ Sykes, top of the key, back over to Garrett Sumner. Back to Sykes, a little hot potato. Grandview goes for the steal. The ball gets knocked out of bounds. Great effort there by Ernest Crownover. With 26 seconds to go, Jarrell will get the ball back. They'll inbound just in front of the bench of the Zebras. It is Garrett Sumner standing on that far side. Of course, as I said earlier, I'm on the visitor side. Into the hands of Tim Hanlos. Over to Sumner, left wing. The clock is running really weird here. It is running, though. It's just slow. 17 seconds and ticking. In the hands of Sykes, working his dribble. Look for TJ, straight away 3, deep 3. That one too strong. Boy, that was an early shot by TJ, no good, and it's going to give Grandview an opportunity here with 3 seconds on the clock. Now up from the free throw line. Jump shot good at the buzzer. Crownover. Boy, what a player he is for this Grandview Zebras team. He's got 10 points, and his team has a 5-point lead, 20-15, first quarter action. Finished, second quarter underway. We'll be back in a few moments.
This broadcast is under the direction and is copywritten by the Shoning Hip Network. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, use of sound bites and interviews, and use of any other content, including audio or video, without the direct written consent and permission by the Shoning Hip Network is strictly prohibited and protected by federal and copyright laws. All rights are reserved by the Shoning Hip Network and SHNSports.com.
Welcome back in action here from Midway High School. Rob Hipp, 7:57 just underway. Jarrell trails by 5 versus Grandview 20-15. A very athletic and capable Grandview Zebras team. You know, they didn't win their district. Last time they won their district, let me reword that. The last time they won their district was back in 2002, so it has been a drought. And tonight, looking like no drought at all as Michael Masella drills a jumper. And his team now has their largest lead at 7, 22-15. Jarrell has got to find an answer here. Sumner, way out, top of the key. Over to Hanlos, left wing. Hanlos rotates to the top, back over to TJ Sykes, standing on the Midway logo near half court. Now pulls it back inside into the front court. Cash Colbert, who checked in, has it. Kicks over Hanlos. Thought about a corner 3 and knocks the ball out. That ball gets turned over, but back into the hands of A.J. Smith. Off of his feet, TJ there to pick it up. Hop step left side, he's blocked. Gets his own rebound, back over to Cash Colbert. Back to TJ, left corner 3. That shot, good for TJ Sykes. TJ Sykes giving his team some life here to start things in the second quarter. Jarrell trails by 4, 22-18, 6:51 to go here in the second quarter of action. Grandview back with the ball on the left side. Sykes trying to go in for a steal, couldn't get it. That's going to leave one out open in the paint. Now a floater. That shot up and no good. The rebound put back good. Crownover has been cleaning up inside as Masella was trying to drive in. His shot was no good, but Demetrius Crownover, the 6'6 freshman, boy, he is a tough one to guard down there. Jarrell has got to find an answer for him as he has been the player to watch here in this game so far. Colbert over, right wing, Hanlos. Inside to Cash, over to A.J. Smith. Left-handed dribble, splitting two defenders. He's fouled. He'll go to the line shooting two. That's already going to be 5 team fouls for Grandview. And that foul is on number 33, Demetrius Crownover. He picks up his first foul. And again, the 5th team foul for Grandview. So at the line shooting two is A.J. Smith, a 75% free throw shooter. He only had 2 points, however, last night. First free throw off the right hand is up and good. Takes a Jarrell Cougar bounce. A.J. Smith getting his first points of the night. Pulls Jarrell to within 5. Second free throw up and good. Makes both of them. Big free throws for A.J. Smith, and Jarrell trails by 4, 24-20, 6:12 to go. Grandview brings the ball into the front court on their side on the left side. Into the hands of Ernest Crownover. Ernest has got 2 points tonight. Massey is trapped. Tim Hanlos all over him and Sykes. That's going to leave one open, though. He's able to work out of it. Back into the hands of Travis Massey. Trying to feed inside over to Demetrius Crownover. He's double-teamed, and Jarrell's able to get it. Hanlos, it's bouncing around, and Hanlos picks it up off the floor. Tim working a right-handed dribble. Ball goes out of bounds. Boy, that looked like it went off of Jarrell, or beg your pardon, off of Grandview. And the ball, unfortunately, goes out of bounds. Just a sloppy possession there for Jarrell. The ball is knocked out. It goes off of a Jarrell player. Grandview will get possession again. So quite a few turnovers here. Jarrell has got to limit those turnovers here in this regional final playoff game. As everyone knows, it's win or go home, and Jarrell trying to get back to that state championship for a second year in a row. Grandview back with the ball on the left side. Into the hands of, looks like it's Devontae Crownover, another one of the Crownover brothers. Now a blocking foul called against Jarrell. That'll be their second team foul as Michael Masella was trying to drive in. That team foul will go against Tim Hanlos. That's his first personal, Jarrell's second team foul. At the line shooting two, Michael Masella. He's got 2 points. Free throw is up and it rims in and good. 3 points now for Masella. 1 for 2 from the field, but he's perfect from the free throw line, 1 for 1. Got a second one off the right hand on its way and good. He started to run in after that one. He thought he may have missed it. And the lead back up to 6 for Grandview, 26-20. Jarrell from left to right. Sumner over to Hanlos, back to Sumner, top of the key. Now into the front court, TJ Sykes. Thought about a 3, takes a dribble. This shot up and no good for TJ. Took a jumper from about 9, and that shot no good. And Grandview a chance to extend their lead, which currently sits at 6, 26-20 with 5:07 to go here in the first. Hop step, boy, it looked like it could be considered a travel by Massey. The shot's no good. Jarrell able to get the ball back. Already into the front court is TJ Sykes. Dumps it back over to the senior Hanlos. Back to Sykes, top of the key. Right wing Sumner. Thought about a 3 over to AJ. He's going to take a corner 3, and that's an AJ Smith 3. Jarrell needed that three-pointer. Pulls him to within 3, 26-23, 4:41 to go. Big-time shot for AJ. Making it look easy out there, and he needed to get his confidence up after only scoring 2 versus East Chambers last night. Grandview back with the ball into the hands of Travis Massey. Now finds his teammate on the right wing. That three-point shot is no good by Masella. And the ball is knocked out of bounds, and it will be Jarrell Cougar basketball. So Jarrell with a chance to tie here on a 3. They can pull to within 1 with 2. Bottom line is they've got to score. They've got to get some momentum back in their favor. They've got a little bit of it right now. 4:22 to go. Again, Jarrell trails 26-23. Hanlos and Sumner in the backcourt. Brings it from left to right into the front court. Into the hands of TJ Sykes on the left wing. Cash Colbert holding out at that elbow near the free throw line. Sumner thought about a 3 from the right wing. Now it's A.J. Smith, top of the key, straightaway 3. Sykes, that shot too strong, no good. Jarrell can't get the rebound. TJ trying to maybe rush a little bit too much here. He started out well. That ball goes out of bounds, and boy, it was dribbled. Wow. That ball looked like it was dribbled out of bounds by Michael Masella. The angle on it was a little awkward for the official. At least from here, it looked like Masella threw it out. Hanlos can't believe it. And the ball will go back into the possession of Grandview. The Zebras have the lead 26-23, 3:58 to go here in the first half. Garrett Sumner tipping it around, and the ball knocked around, and Grandview able to hold on to it. Masella on the left wing. Passes over to Ernest Crown over top of the key. Down to the backcourt, Cameron English, or near the half-court line. I say backcourt, I don't want to confuse you. It's not the backcourt. They're already under their own rim. Back into the hands of Devontae Crownover. Now to Cameron English. Right wing, Demetrius Crownover. Inside, Cash Colbert knocks it off the rim, and the Jarrell Cougars have the ball on the turnover. Great job and deflection there by Cash Money Colbert. And Jarrell trails by 3, 26-23, 3:23 to go here in the first half. Sumner wide open, right wing, 3 up, too short. AJ fighting for the rebound, and it goes out of bounds off of Grandview. Sumner had a good look at it. He was trying to give his team the tie, and unfortunately just wouldn't fall for him. Great effort there, though, and Jarrell will get the ball back as Cash Colbert heads over to the bench. Kyrique DeBon checks back in for him. On the court for the Cougars, Sumner will inbound. It's Kyrique DeBon, Hanlos, A.J. Smith, and T.J. Sykes. Over to A.J. Inside to Kyrique, who just checked in. Bounce, jumps back, shot no good. A.J. jumps up for it, can't hold on to it. And Kyrique, the shot no good. He's struggling from the line. And now Jarrell back the other way. A turnover. They strip it. It is Garrett Sumner in the backcourt. Up top over to Hanlos. Now they move it into the front court to T.J. Sykes. Back over to Kyrique DeBon. He's triple teamed at the elbow. That's going to leave somebody open on the perimeter. Garrett Sumner, touch, give and go. Hanlos going to take one for 3. Hanlos, good for Tim Hanlos. Tim needed a 3. He got it. And Jarrell has tied it up at 26 apiece. That is a positive sign for Tim Hanlos, as he didn't even take a shot last night. He is the leader on this court for the team, though. And now the ball goes out of bounds and hits our desk over here, as A.J. Smith trying to get onto it and couldn't hold on to it. 26 tied up, 2:30 to go here in the first quarter of play. Grandview back with the ball on the left side. They've got a man wide open, and he opts not to take the 3, and A.J. Smith is going to trap him. Now over. Kyrique swats it away. Back into the hands of Ernest Crownover. Now they move the ball outside. Over the right wing, Cameron English. Back up top. Now over to the left wing inside the paint. Boy, ball moving away. That ball looked like it went off of the feet of a Jarrell defender, and it did. It went off the shoe of Kyrique DeBon. Devontae Crownover trying to find position in the paint down on the baseline. And the ball goes out of bounds, but Grandview will retain possession. Inbounding just near his own rim on his side of the court is Ernest Crownover for Grandview. Way up top over to Michael Masella. Masella working a right-handed dribble. His team and Jarrell tied 26 apiece. 120 seconds to go here in the first half of play. Left hand, Ernest Crownover works the dribble. Back up top of the key to Masella. Back to Ernest. Ernest in the paint. He's blocked by Kyrique DeBon. What a swat! And Jarrell is trying to come up with it, but it goes back into the hands and a travel. Jarrell has the basketball. Demetrius Crownover was able to pull it down after Kyrique DeBon swatted it out of the place. And Crownover unfortunately traveled with it. Jarrell, 1:46 to go. They've got a chance to take the lead here. We're tied up at 26 apiece. In the hands of Sykes now in the front court. Garrett Sumner, top of the key. Kyrique standing tall at the top of the key. He is wanting to get that ball and penetrate inside. AJ going to take a corner 3. He's knocked down, no call. TJ gets the rebound, puts it up. That shot good for TJ Sykes. So AJ wasn't able to connect, but his teammate TJ there to clean up. TJ's got 5 points here in the second quarter. He's already well over double digits, and a timeout is called by Coach Joel Moore. Don't go anywhere, folks. Jarrell, 2-point lead, 1:17 to go here in the first half. We'll step aside. Jarrell Cougar basketball continues in a few moments.
Thousands of listeners, laser-focused marketing, and showing a high level of community involvement. Those are a few of many reasons to advertise with SHN Sports. We strive to keep our broadcast as affordable as possible, and your support makes that happen. Please consider advertising with SHN Sports. Email rob@shnsports.com. That's rob@shnsports.com. We have a solution for everyone.
Back in action here, 1:15 to go, and Jarrell has a 2-point lead. Grandview has the ball. They're already on their side of the court on the left side. trying to tie or take the lead with the three. Fishing inside, Kyrique Devon able to get the deflection, and the Jarrell Cougars have the ball back and the momentum. Hanlos in the backcourt, up top over to TJ Sykes. Jarrell going to run some clock here with 57 seconds to go in the first half. Hanlos has it, over to Garrett Sumner. Passes immediately over to Hanlos, back to Summer. A little hot potato action. Somebody bring the sour cream. Maybe the bacon bits. Getting hungry. Haven't eaten today. Back over. Smith is going to take a corner three. That shot too short for Smith, and Grandview is going to get the rebound. AJ had a good look at it. Unfortunately, he's missed the last 2 3-point attempts he's taken. He does have 1 3-pointer, though. All of his points coming here in the second. He's got 5 points. Grandview with 26 seconds. They're going to work some clock here. Trying to feed inside. Turnaround jumper, that shot off the back, no good, and Jarrell's going to get the last shot. It was a good look there for Devontae Crownover, but Jarrell will get the last shot. 15 seconds on the clock. Jarrell with a 2-point lead, 28-26. Sykes working a right-handed dribble, trying to penetrate inside the paint. Right side, he's blocked. That shot no good. And now Grandview is going to have an opportunity with 3 seconds on the clock. They lose it out of bounds. Jarrell will have the ball. I believe maybe it went off of Tim Hanlos. It did go off of Hanlos. So with 1.4 on the clock, Grandview is going to have an opportunity here as DeAndre Montemayor and Cash Money Colbert, as well as Tegan Atkins, check into the ball game. A.J. Smith, Kyrique Devon, and T.J. Sykes will head over to the bench, and that's just a heads-up coaching play right there. You don't want your big guys to get any fouls here with 1 second to go in the first half. Pass up over. That's going to leave a man open for 2. That shot at the buzzer's an air ball. Demetrius Crownover had a good look, and at the end of the first half, Jarrell leads 28-26. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll have an interview with Coach Trey White from White Shadow Basketball and more. Halftime continues here in a few moments.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp here, Director of Operations with SHN Sports. Need a friendly reminder of upcoming broadcasts? We have a simple solution. Join the SHN VIP list today. Stay up to date with upcoming broadcasts, events, and other exclusive content. Visit shnsports.com/VIP. That's shnsports.com/VIP. Thousands of listeners, laser-focused marketing, and showing a high level of community involvement. Those are a few of many reasons to advertise with SHN Sports. We strive to keep our broadcast as affordable as possible, and your support makes that happen. Please consider advertising with SHN Sports. Email rob@shnsports.com. That's rob@shnsports.com. We have a solution for everyone.
Rob Hibb back down here on the court with Coach Trey White from White Shadow Basketball. Coach, man, good to see you. You know, you were my coach in junior high, and over the years we've kept the relationship strong, and, you know, you've been in the area a long time, but great to have you here tonight.
Well, thank you. It's good to be here.
So, Coach, tell us, I wanted first of all just to say thank you for your support. You know, you've been here helping us out throughout the playoffs with your financial support through White Shadow Basketball. Tell us a little bit about White Shadow and what you guys do. You know, you've got an opportunity to really make an impact on some kids' lives in Jarrell through the basketball world. Tell us a little bit about what y'all are doing and how you can make an impact on those kids.
Well, my slogan is basketball training with a higher purpose, and it goes beyond just the game of basketball. I spent a lot of years doing summer camps and basketball training, and I think that's you know, my business kind of stands out away from other business and trainings. So I really love the game of basketball. I love working with kids one-on-one and, you know, in group situations. I feel like 25 years of coaching in the public schools has really helped me to go beyond that and work with kids outside of school.
Well, Coach, you know, and as I've said, you've been in the area for, over 20 years now, doing a lot of great work.
Came in 97.
Man, so you were my coach at Georgetown Junior High, and I know when I put the ad out there looking for folks to help out, I was very excited to have you, because not only just to have your support, but I know you personally, I know what you stand for and what you represent. But talking more about White Shadow, Coach, you guys, with what you do, you're able to do some one-on-one, but also some group training. So if there's kids out there that want to, parents are listening, because we know a lot of parents are listening out there today.
Right.
Their kid is wanting to work on their basketball skills. Dive in a little bit deeper about how you can help them and how they can get started working with White Shadow in Jarrell.
Well, I think the Jarrell kids could use some extra one-on-one, outside of what they're doing in the school. I think Coach Sumner does a great job. I think I could help support him some, and in addition to what I've been doing in the schools, I like the shooting. That's my strong point.
Hey, I was going to say, I didn't mean to cut you off, but your shooting, I watched your videos on Facebook. Coach, you don't miss, man. So if you want somebody to teach your kids how to shoot, there's nobody better than Coach Trey White sitting right next to me here.
A lot of the coaches I work with, they compliment me on my shooting as well. I've spent 15 years working shooting camp, so I think I know a little bit about the shooting. There's always different versions of the shot. With a lot of it's they're similar. I always like to try to put one-on-one in there as well. Because some kids just don't know what to do sometimes. Other than the shot, there's more to the offensive game than that. But I like to, aside from the shooting one-on-one, I like to put the defensive game in there as well. And I like to add the Christian standpoint too. I think that's important from the mind as well as the spirit. So
absolutely. And something, Coach, that I've really enjoyed being broadcasting for a 3A school. A lot of great friends up in Jarrell. But I got to tell you, something that is the most humbling thing to see is at the end of each one of these games, and it's all throughout the season, all these kids, they always lock arms, alternating players, and they say a prayer. Yes. And, I think that's important, and it's awesome to see that in the small communities, and I think that's why these small communities are so closely held together.
Yeah, sometimes we forget, while we're here, and, that all things happen for a purpose,
Yes, sir.
So, God's blessed us with the talent to be out here. I think we need to give back to,
Absolutely.
At the end of the game. So.
Well, let's talk real quick, Coach. Tell us about how, as far as the areas you serve, I know you're trying to reach a lot of folks in Jarrell area. Tell us how the areas that you're trying to locate and serve kids to teach them basketball skills, and then also how can they get connected to you? I think they can go to Facebook, so tell us about how they can get involved and get connected.
White Shadow Basketball is my Facebook page, and I'm looking to explore different opportunities, other websites. But if you go to whiteshadowbasketball.com and go to my Facebook, I've got videos of how to shoot and just different videos from different websites. Which I think are important, especially the coaches' websites and junior NBA websites. I think that's important to kids to see that in addition to my videos. So my videos I put on there, coming from an old guy, but
you're schooling them, man. So, and that's good.
I don't know about that.
Well, Coach, I appreciate you, your generous sponsorship and support,
here.
And whatever we can do to help promote what you're doing. I believe fully in your faith, and I share the same faith, my friend. So I think that's very important, and it's an opportunity for these kids to really get plugged in a very positive way. So, again, it's Facebook.com/whitebasketball.
And anybody in Jarrell, Georgetown, and surrounding area, I'm willing to go wherever they need help, outside or inside, wherever they need it.
Awesome. Well, Coach, and I'll also publish later on today some more information. We've been sharing a few links, but I'll also link back up. So if you're having a hard time getting to it, it should be pretty easy. Facebook.com/whitebasketball. That'll take you right to Coach White's page.
Right.
But you can also, if you have trouble finding it on our SHN Facebook page, we'll post some links, Coach.
And also I have phone number 512-740-8753. Okay. That's my cell phone. So
one more time on that number, Coach.
512-740-8753.
Awesome.
And then you can message me on Facebook.
Cool. Well, Coach, appreciate your time. Thank you for your support. It means a lot to us. Coach Trey White doing a great job throughout the Jarrell community, and he's been doing a great job for kids just throughout Central Texas for a long time. And, we didn't have another chair over here. I said, Coach, you take a seat, because I remember in junior high we had to take a knee for 30 minutes. So I said, Coach, you've got my knee built up from years ago, so we're good. Well, once again, Coach Trey White, we appreciate Coach being down here. And, again, you can check them out at White Shadow Basketball. About 2 minutes to go before we tip things back off here. I'll take a quick break. We'll break down those halftime stats here in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere, folks. Jarrell Cougar playoff basketball on the SHNSports.com broadcast network will continue in a few moments.
Jarrell Cougar playoff basketball made possible in part by White Shadow Basketball, providing individual skill development in the game of basketball, giving the players the opportunity to gain the tools that he or she needs to reach or even exceed their basketball goals. Emphasis on developmental shooting, one-on-one skills, defense, and ball handling drills will be taught. Individual sessions are $25 an hour or $20 for initial training and evaluation. Group rates are also available for 2 or more participants. Each session also includes a Christ-centered devotional basketball training with a higher purpose. That's White Shadow Basketball. Coach Trey White, a teacher and coach 25 years in Texas Public Schools. You can visit them on Facebook at facebook.com/White Basketball. That's facebook.com/White Basketball. White Shadow Basketball.
Welcome back to Midway High School. Third quarter action about to get started here in just a few minutes. Jarrell leads the Zebras of Grandview 28-26. Quick first half stats. In that first half, Jarrell shooting 8 for 19, 42%. They also go 6 for 10 from behind the free throw line at 60%. The leading scorer for Jarrell is TJ Sykes with 15, AJ Smith with 4, Kyrique has 4, Garrett with 1, and Tim Hanlos with 3. The Cougars already back in action here. Things move quickly in Waco, Texas. From right to left, Jarrell starts out here as they now switch sides. And the Cougars with the ball inside to Kyrique DeBon. He's triple teamed in the paint, gets blocked, and it is a jump ball situation. The possession arrow will go to Grandview. Well, that's what they've got to do down there. But remember, when Kyrique DeBon gets triple teamed, that's leaving somebody open. And Kyrique just having a hard time trying to get rid of that one. 7:40 to go, 20 seconds gone. Jarrell with a 2-point lead here in this 3A regional final. The winner will move on to San Antonio, Texas, in the Final Four in the state tournament. Grandview back with the ball now on the right side. Trying to work a dribble inside. Great defense by A.J. Smith. And, boy, a beautiful shot there as Demetrius Crownover picking up right where he left off. He had 10 points in the first quarter. Only 2, though, in the second. He's got 14 in the ball game now. A beautiful assist inside to him, and he was able to score and tie the game at 28 apiece. Jarrell back with the basketball. Kyrique DeBon double team. Montemayor at the top of the key. Over to the left. Now it is TJ Sykes moving top of the key. Dumps it off over to Montemayor. Back into the hands of Garrett Sumner. Sumner, no dribble. Immediately over. Touch and go. Kyrique DeBon. Left side. Shot rolls around. No good. Gets his own rebound. Fighting for it. Off the right side. Good for Kyrique DeBon. Kyrique playing cleanup, and it's paying off, and his team has got a 2-point advantage again, 30-28, 6:38 to go here in the third quarter of action. Grandview back on the right side, top of the key. Flashing the ball is Cameron English, guarded by Sykes. Jarrell in a 2-3 zone. Now they rotate over. 3-point from the corner. That shot bounces off the front of the rim for Michael Masella, no good. He's got 4 points in the game. That one couldn't fall for him. Jarrell got a chance to extend. Turnaround pass, beautiful by TJ Sykes. Sumner's going to be trapped in the corner, able to get rid of it. Back over to AJ, now back to Garrett. Montemayor on the left wing, thought about a 3, picked it up, top of the key to TJ Sykes. Over to the right wing, Garrett Sumner. Sumner guarded up top, has to pass this one in the baseline over. Now a 3-point shot, Garrett Sumner. That one off the front of the iron, no good for Garrett. Had a good look at it, just wouldn't fall. And Grandview, a floater, that one good It's a 2-point shot by Cameron English, but man, that looked pretty. What's even more pretty for Grandview is they're tied up now at 30 apiece. Jarrell back with the basketball over to the left wing. TJ Sykes working a right-handed dribble. Over to Sumner on the right wing. Back up top. Sykes, 3. That one partially blocked and off the right side. No good for TJ Sykes. Opportunity here for Grandview to take the lead as they're tied up 30 apiece. 5:28 to go. Crossover dribble from Travis Massey. Now back up to the big man, Demetrius Crownover, the 6'6" freshman. He has been the force tonight that has to be stopped. Inside the paint, Kyrique able to rip it down. TJ Sykes going to be one-on-one. Up, jump, put up. Good for TJ Sykes. TJ psyching him out again this afternoon. And Jarrell back on top by 2. Boy, what a game this has been so far. 3 minutes gone, 5 to go here in the third quarter. Grandview back on the right side. Thought about a three-point was Masella. Picks it up, now has the ball back on that right wing. The high post by his teammate Massey. Now a three-point shot. That one well short by Cameron English. Had a two-pointer moments ago on a nice floater. Jarrell's got the ball, and Kyrique is running coast to coast. Kyrique DeBon, and he charges. Kyrique couldn't stop quick enough, and he plowed right through the defender, Devontae Crownover. Kyrique had the energy and the strength, and Coach Sumner kind of looking at him saying, son, why'd you do that? Well, Kyrique wanted to go coast to coast, and unfortunately, I think he moved the coast with him. It's a second personal foul on Kyrique DeBon. He's got 2. That's the first team foul of the second half for the Jarrell Cougars. We got a 2-point lead, 32-30, 4:30 to go. Grandview back in the paint from the elbow. Jump shot up and no good. Fighting for it, Jarrell has it. That shot no good by Devontae Crownover. Had a good look, but Jarrell there to clean up the rebound. Rebounds all important. You know, we talk so much about free throws for the Cougars, the rebounds as well. And now a foul is going to be called, a little bumpy tic-tac foul. If I was a Grandview fan, I would kind of be questioning that, but that's the way it goes. It's a second foul on number 33, Demetrius Crownover. The first team foul here in the second half for Grandview. Way up top, the inbound pass from Tim Hanlos to TJ Sykes. Pick up his dribble over to A.J. Smith, driving baseline. Inside, dumps it to Kyrique. Picks up his dribble, shot up, no good. And the fans here behind me from Grandview wanting the travel. It did appear that he picked it up and took an extra step, but no call. It's a hard angle to look at anyways. 3:53 to go, third quarter. Jarrell leads by 2. Another nail-biter, 32-30. Trying to work a dribble inside over to the right wing. It is Michael Masella. Guarded up top by TJ Sykes. Now top of the key, Cameron English. Back to Masella. Into the hands of Travis Massey. From the paint, this shot no good. Jarrell jumps up for it. They can't get the rebound, though. Jump back good. Partially blocked by Montemayor. And the ball goes out of bounds. It's Jarrell Cougar basketball. Devontae Crownover couldn't get that one to fall, but you got to credit DeAndre Montemayor with the block, giving his team an opportunity to get back on offense and extend this 2-point lead. It's too close for comfort, 32-30. Montemayor double team, passes over to A.J. Smith on the near side corner. Now it's Kyrique, right side, good. The flip and dip by the big man, Kyrique DeBon. Kyrique now with 8 points, his team with a 4-point advantage, 34-30, 3:08 to go in the third quarter. Moving the ball inside is Michael Masella, and a foul called here on a block as he was driving in. Not sure if it's going to be in the act of shooting. And it will not be in the act of shooting. So Masella was fouled. That is going to be the first personal foul on TJ Sykes. Second team foul for Jarrell here in the second half. Kyrique DeBon heads over to the bench. He gets a ovation from the crowd here. A lot of Jarrell fans making their way up here just up the road to Hewitt, Texas. 3:02 to go. Jarrell by 4. Left wing, thought about a 4, now a 3. That shot is up and no good by Ernest Crownover. I said thought about a 4 because he wears number 4. Jarrell quickly back the other way. The ball goes out of bounds. TJ Sykes trying to drive in. He was undercut by a player. He was wanting a foul, no call. He talks things over to the official and just shakes his head and says, yes, sir. The ball goes out of bounds off of TJ. And these officials are going to talk things over. Coach Sumner's son, Andy Sumner, gets up and talking to the official saying, what's going on here? And we're waiting to get an official call from the official. The Jarrell fans are clapping here, and not exactly sure what they're clapping about, but Grandview has the ball back anyways from left to right. 2:47 to go, third quarter. Jarrell with a 4-point lead here in this 3A regional final. Working his way inside the paint, pushes Tim Hanlos down, no call. Now on the right wing, 3-point shot up and no good by Travis Massey. Jarrell gets the ball back with a 4-point lead. 2:30 to go here in the third quarter. Still too close for comfort. Jarrell wants to extend their lead. They led by as many as 6 in the first. Hanlos on the right wing. He's got a three-pointer. Now over top of the key to TJ Sykes. Splitting defenders up, blocked, and no call on that. He was wanting a foul, and they're just going to let him play through it. That shot no good by Sykes. Grandview back the other way. So TJ wanting some of those calls, and he's not getting them, and you got to give the officials credit as they are letting the kids play through a lot of these. And that's good because some games, one game we saw 60 fouls, which was ridiculous. Now the other way, though, they're going to call a foul as Travis Massey was trying to drive in, and he was partially hit on the arm as he went up for the shot. So he'll go to the line shooting 2. That'll be the third team foul on Jarrell, the second personal foul on Tim Hanlos. So at the line shooting 2 is Travis Massey, the 6'6" sophomore. He's 2 for 2, now make it 3 for 3 from behind that free throw line tonight. Massey now with 5 points. Substitution on the court as, I beg your pardon, there is no substitution on the court. I thought that one of the Grandview players was heading over to the bench, and they weren't. The officials just blowing the whistle. Second free throw off the right hand, up, rolls out, no good. Jarrell fighting for the rebound, and they knock it out of bounds, and they say it goes off of Grandview. So the second free throw is no good by Massey. And Jarrell catches a break there as it almost looks like it went off the hands of Ernest Crownover. 1:54 to go in the third. Jarrell by 3, wanting to extend their lead. Hanlos and Sykes in the backcourt. Now they're showing some press, moves it into the front court. Working a right-handed dribble. Now kicks out near that M logo of the Midway High School Gymnasium. TJ Sykes forcing off defenders into the hands of A.J. Smith. Left-handed dribble now over to Montemayor on the left corner. A.J. hits the deck, gets right back up. Sykes way outside that three-point line. Over to the right wing, way out in the perimeter is Hanlos. Now driving in. Hanlos from a free throw line. He slips. Montemayor, three-point shot. That one off the back of the iron, no good. Colbert with the rebound, and Jarrell's going to reset. Inside, Montemayor, left corner. That one no good for DeAndre. He's missed 2 threes now. But Jarrell gets the rebound again, and they'll reset. Sykes. Back with the ball is TJ Sykes on the right wing into the hands of Cash Colbert. Back over to the right wing, Sykes up top of the key, A.J. Smith. Left-handed dribble, one dribble, 3-point straight away, shot no good. Jarrell missing back-to-back-to-back three-pointers. A.J. Smith couldn't knock it down. And now with 43 seconds to go, Midway with a chance to tie on a 3 or get within 1 on a 2. Cash Colbert almost strips it from the free throw line. Now inside, that's going to be a foul. No call, wow. He made the shot off the right side. That was a good shot there by Michael Masella. And if I was a Grandview fan, I would want the and one. It's a 1-point Jarrell Cougar lead, 34-33. 21 seconds to go. Jarrell should hold for it. Hanlos gets it stolen. One-on-one. Undercuts him, steals it back, but it goes out of bounds. And they're going to call a foul against Hanlos with 16.2 seconds to go. And that was in the act of shooting, so that will send Masella to the line. Tim Hanlos now with 3 personal fouls. And Michael Masella at the line shooting 2. Masella is 2 for 2 tonight. He's got 6 points in the game, but he is 2 for 2 from that free throw line. With 16 seconds on the clock, right-handed free throw rolls in and good. Tie ball game, 34 apiece. Boy, another nail-biter here this afternoon. 16.2 on the clock, and Grandview with an opportunity to take a 1-point lead. On the court for Jarrell, it's Sumner, A.J. Smith, Montemayor, Kyrique DeBon, and TJ Sykes. Masella, second free throw, bounces off, no good. And the game remains tied. Great rebound there by Kyrique DeBon. Jarrell into the front court is TJ Sykes. As Ernest Crownover pressing him. Sykes inside. Jumper, floater, way off the mark by TJ. That shot no good. And at the end, almost a three-pointer from 3/4 of the way down the court. That shot was no good. And friends, we have got a tie ball game, 34 apiece. As we head into the third quarter, into the final frame. Don't go anywhere, folks. Exciting Jarrell Cougar playoff basketball continues after this.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp here, Director of Operations with SHN Sports. Need a friendly reminder of upcoming broadcasts? We have a simple solution. Join the SHN VIP list today. Stay up to date with upcoming broadcasts, events, and other exclusive content. Visit shnsports.com/VIP. That's shnsports.com/VIP.
Welcome back to Hewitt, Texas here at Midway High School. Rob Hipp for the Jarrell Cougars. We are all tied up as we head in to the fourth and final quarter of this 3A regional action. 34 apiece, 8 minutes to go to determine who will head to San Antonio for an invitation to the state tournament. TJ Sykes, Garrett Sumner, AJ Smith, DeAndre Montemayor, and Kyrie DeBon on the court for the Jarrell Cougars. They will get the ball first here to start things off. Montemayor just in front of us will inbound into the backcourt, into the hands of Garrett Sumner. Sumner works a right-handed dribble across into the front court. High post by TJ Sykes. Dumps it off to AJ. Montemayor from the wing. Now to the corner, dumps it back off and inside and turns it over. Not a great play there by Jarrell as they were trying to find something, and now a little hop step off the right side. Boy, what a call there on Michael Masella. I said earlier they were letting them play through it. Now things getting a little tighter, and Masella will go back to the line shooting two. That is going to be the fifth team foul now on Jarrell. And that foul will go on DeAndre Montemayor. So 5 team fouls for the Cougars, 1 team foul for Grandview. At the line shooting two is Masella, who is 3 for 4. Now make it 4 for 5 as he makes that first free throw. Masella now with 8 points. Things have cooled off for Demetrius Crownover. He had 10 in the first quarter, 2 in the second, and 2 in the third. Second free throw by Masella is good. His team back on top by 2, 36-34, 7:35 to go in the ball game. TJ Sykes near the front court, now has it inside the half-court line. Works a dribble, passes over to Hanlos on the corner. Back up top over to Sykes, now into the hands of Hanlos, trying to feed Kyrie DeBon. He's hungry. Kyrie, turnaround jumper, left side too shallow, but he is fouled, and Kyrie will go to the line shooting two. Critical free throws here, moments away for Kyrie DeBon and the Jarrell Cougars. He's got a chance to tie it back at the line. That foul was on number 21, Devontae Crownover. That's his first, second personal in the second half, or beg your pardon, second team in the second half for Grandview. Kyrie DeBon at the line shooting two. He's 61%. He's 2 for 4 so far. The first free throw is off and no good. So Kyrie missing that free throw. He's got a chance to pull his team to within 1. Second free throw off the right hand is rolls in and out, no good. Jarrell needs to hit those free throws. They were 60% in the first half, 6 for 10. Haven't had a chance to put up the numbers yet here in the second half. 36-34, Grandview with the 2-point lead, 7 minutes to go. We're going to dribble at the top of the key is Masella. Over to the right wing, Ernest Crown back up to Masella, now over the left wing. Driving inside, floater, that shot well short, no good by Braden Lawson. He's got 3 points in the game. That shot no good for him, though. Jarrell back with the ball. They've got a chance here to tie it. Garrett Sumner down low, turns it over. Back into the hands of Grandview, and it's one-on-one. Sumner chasing from behind, and they knock it away. Great job right there by Garrett Sumner, as Devontae Crownover almost thought that he had a straightaway shot, and Sumner able to chase down his mistake and knock that ball away. Grandview will get the ball back. Inbounding just under their own rim is Braden Lawson. Finds his man on the left wing, now way up top. Outside the perimeter, working a right-handed dribble is Masella. Passes over to the right wing is Travis Massey. Back over to Masella. Now the left wing, Braden Lawson. Masella near the free throw line, steps back, top of the key. Way over to the corner. Back into the hands of Travis Massey. Now Masella working in the paint. Blocked by Sumner. Wow. They call a foul on Sumner. And that will be the first personal on Garrett Sumner. Jarrell now with 16 fouls with 6:19 to go. Free throw by Masella is good. 3 for 3 now from behind the line here in the fourth. He's in double digits with 10 points, and his team has a 3-point lead. Second free throw rolls out, no good. 3-point. Grandview lead, 37-34, 6:15 to go. Hanlos quickly, right side, shot no good as he is manhandled to the floor. He is fouled, and Hanlos will go to the line shooting 2. That foul there on number 10, Travis Massey. That is his third personal, the third team foul for Grandview, and all-important free throws here for Tim Hanlos. He's got 3 points. He's only taken one shot, and it was that three-pointer. Right-handed free throw shot up and good for Tim Hanlos. Big free throw by Tim. Pulls his team to within 2 now, 37-35. Second free throw for Hanlos, up and good. Critical free throws for Tim. And the Cougars trail by 1, 37-36. 6:07 to go here in Hewitt, Texas at Waco Midway High School. Massey with the ball on the right wing, or Masella, I beg your pardon. There's a Massey and a Masella. Masella with the ball over the left wing. It's Braden Lawson back over to Masella. Now it's Ernest Crownover on the right wing. Back to Masella. Wild shot inside, and that shot no good, and Jarrell will have a chance here to take the lead. 37-36, A.J. Smith on the far side. Up top over to Hanlos, now into the hands of T.J. Sykes. Trying to feed the big man, Kyrique. He wants a steak, and instead they're going to call him with a foul. Third personal foul for Kyrique Devon. Man, it's almost like I spoke bad words because I said the officials are just letting them play, and now they're calling the tic-tac stuff. 5:32 to go. Jarrell trails by 1, 37-36. Don't go anywhere, folks. Jarrell Cougar playoff basketball continues in a few moments.
This broadcast is under the direction and is copywritten by the Shoning Hip Network. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, use of sound bites and interviews, and use of any other content, including audio or video, without the direct written consent and permission by the Shoning Hip Network is strictly prohibited and protected by federal and copyright laws. All rights are reserved by the Shoning Hip Network and SHNSports.com.
5:32 to go. Welcome back to Midway High School here in Hewitt, Texas, as Jarrell finds themselves in a 1-point deficit versus an unranked opponent, but don't let that fool you. This Grandview team has been underrated all season. They currently lead 37-36, the toughest competition yet for these Jarrell Cougars. Kyrique Devon knocks the ball out of bounds. Great defense there. Grandview will get the ball back. Again, 5:19 to go here in the game, 37-36. Thanks for joining us on SHN Sports. Grandview will inbound the ball under their own rim, way up top into the hands of Michael Masella, who has turned into the player to watch here in the second half. He has almost single-handedly kept his team rolling here. Back over to Masella on the right wing. Masella is a 5'10" junior. And if you were out here looking at the team, you would have not thought that he would have been the one to bring some life to the team, and he's done it. This is a relatively young team. They haven't won their district since 2002, so it was the first time they won their district. And here tonight, showing that they should be right in the mix here late in the postseason. We're down to the final 8 teams. Masella over the left wing into the hands of Braden Lawson. Back to Masella. Hanlo steals it. Tries to chase it down and can't get on it, though. Into the back court. Now Grandview back into the front court. It's a great job there by Tim Hanlos. He just couldn't trace it down. There's a lot of speed out there on the court. 4:33 to go, 1 point, Grandview lead. They're just running some clock here. Some moments like this where you wish that there was a clock. And now Jarrell tips it away. Sumner comes up with it. Jarrell's got a chance to take the lead. 37-36. Over to T.J. Sykes from 3. That shot off the iron, no good for T.J. And falling on his back. And they're going to call a foul, of course. That's just one of those angles where you jump up. Naturally, you're going to fall backwards. But, of course, the foul going to be called on Jarrell, and now it's a 1-and-1 opportunity. 18 fouls. And that foul is going to go against A.J. Smith. It's unfortunate when you go 3/4 of a game, letting them play, and then here in the fourth, tightening up like that. And at the line on the front end of a 1-and-1 is Devontae Crownover. He is scoreless tonight. He's 0 for 4 from the field. He has yet to take a free throw. The 6'3" senior spins the ball, right-handed free throw shot up on its way and good. On the court for Jarrell, it's Hanlow, Sumner, DeBon, of course, Kyrique, TJ Sykes, and A.J. Smith. Braden Lawson heads over to the bench, and checking back in for him is Cameron English for Grandview. 4:15 to go. Second free throw up and good. 2 points now for Crownover. Huge from the free throws. He needed them. And his team has a 3-point advantage, 39-36. Jarrell's got to find some life. They look deflated on the bench. Sykes, hop step, no travel called. Hanlos, deep three, no good. Put back by Smith. That shot no good. Hanlos fighting for it. The ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Grandview basketball. Things getting away from Jarrell here in the final moments. And that is not when they needed them to get away. 39-36, 3:51 to go. It's a 3-point advantage. Jarrell's still very much alive in this game, but they have got to get some momentum back in their favor and get a stop here. They cannot allow any more scoring. Kyrique DeBon swatting it. That's going to leave a man wide open. And off the right side, that shot no good. Jarrell fighting for it. Right shot put back good. Devontae Crownover now coming alive here in the fourth quarter. And his team has a 5-point advantage. Jarrell, 3:28 to go, and Coach Sumner's had enough. We'll take a quick break. 41-36. We'll be right back after this.
Thousands of listeners, laser-focused marketing, and showing a high level of community involvement. Those are a few of many reasons to advertise with SHN Sports. We strive to keep our broadcast as affordable as possible, and your support makes that happen. Please consider advertising with SHN Sports. Email rob@shnsports.com. That's rob@shnsports.com. We have a solution for everyone.
.27 to go, live here from Midway High School. Jarrell trails 41-36. The Cougars will have the ball, and they've got to score here. The bench looks deflated. The team is starting to look deflated. A.J. going to take a three. That one off the mark, no good, and another rebound by Grandview. Things falling apart here for the Cougars. On the court, Jarrell fighting for it. The ball rolls around, and they're going to say that Grandview stepped out of bounds. It will be Jarrell Cougar basketball. The Grandview fans on their feet. From here, they have no angle of that. They're not happy with it, but that is the right call. Jarrell will get the basketball here. Trailing by 5, 3:15 to go. Sumner has it over to A.J. Smith. A.J. trying to drive baseline. And they call him with an offensive foul. Flip-flop the way this game goes. As Devontae Crownover, there's no way that a 6'3" guy could hit the deck that hard from A.J. barely bumping him. And the foul will go against A.J. Smith. That's his second. 9 team fouls now for Jarrell, and Grandview has the ball. Since it was on the other end, there is no shooting. Inside, flip and dip, and wow. TJ Sykes trying to take a block, and A.J. Smith, as he was standing still, and they call a blocking foul against Jarrell. That one's going to go against A.J. Smith, his third personal. Jarrell now at 10 team fouls, and things getting away from him here with 3:01 to go, 41-36. And, man, I talked about it. You don't want to talk a lot about officiating, but you talk about the fourth quarter, how everything they have just let them play, and then here in the fourth, things got ticky-tackish. First free throw up and good for Michael Masella. Seven-point lead. Free throw, second one no good. Goes out of bounds off of Grandview. So Masella splits 2 more free throws. He has been the difference here in the fourth quarter. 6-point Grandview lead with 2:56 to go. Jarrell's still in this. They've just got to score. Sykes off the right side. Shot up and good, but they blew the whistle first. And Jarrell cannot catch a break. Call a foul on the court first before that shot was made. It's going to go against Cameron English, his first 4 team fouls for Grandview, so the shot no good, but Jarrell will get the ball back. Over to A.J. Smith. TJ Sykes for 3 straight away off the back of the iron, no good. Kyrique with the rebound. Left side, put back, good, and one for Kyrie DeBon. Jarrell needed to catch a break. They finally got one. Critical free throw here for Kyrie DeBon. It's 42-38, 2:44 to go in the ball game. Free throw is up and good. Big free throw for the big man. 42-39. Michael Casamino listening in. Appreciate you, Michael. Also supporting our game last night, his family, the Casamino family. We want to thank them for making this broadcast possible during the postseason play. Grandview with the ball and a 3-point lead, 2:26 to go. They have it. They're just going to run clock here. 42-39. Inside, flip, dip. Somehow that shot got up, and it's no good, and Jarrell's got the ball. An opportunity here for the Cougars. Told you folks, things still not over, and the Jarrell Cougar team has got to believe that they're still in this. They only trail by 3 with 2:10 to go. A.J. Smith over to T.J. Sykes, top of the key. Works a right-handed dribble. Now trying to split inside, and a double dribble. They are just calling tic-tac calls now that were not being called in the first 3 quarters, and that is a questionable double dribble. An extremely questionable double dribble. This is unfortunate for the Jarrell Cougars team as they finally get some momentum. Timeout called on the court, 42-39, 2:04 to go. And the Cougar fans not happy right now with the last few moments of this game, how things are turning out. We'll just let this one breathe, folks. 42-39, 2:04 to go in the game. The winner moves on to the state championship semifinal in San Antonio, Texas, down to the final 8 games. Well, Jarrell's still alive here. They've got to get a stop. 2:04 to go. 42-39. Grandview with the 3-point lead. This has been the toughest test that Jarrell has had this season. They've had opportunities, and man, the coaching staff not happy with these calls. The fans aren't happy. Grandview back with the ball here, under 120 seconds to go. 42-39. Jarrell trying to get a steal, and Sykes almost has it. And now Sumner has it. Sumner one-on-one. He stops, picks up, over to Sykes. Inside the paint, jumps up. He rushed that shot. No good for T.J. Sykes, but the ball goes out of bounds, and Jarrell will get another chance. Jarrell's got to slow things down a little bit. I think they're a little too excited here as they trail by 3. It's not panic time yet. They play these situations well. They're one of the best coached teams in the state of Texas when it comes to these tight situations. They go over these drills over and over and over in practice. High pass out over to Sumner. He's going to take a 3 from the corner. Good for Garrett Sumner! Garrett Sumner ties the game at 42 apiece. Big-time shot for the big-time guy, and it is a tie ball game, 42 apiece. 1:27 to go. Jarrell alive and well, and a timeout called by Grandview. Friends, I told you it wasn't over. The Cougars, they've got their energy back on the bench, the fans on their feet, and Garrett Sumner coming up with a big play for Jarrell to tie this ball game. Coach Sumner still not happy with what he is getting on some of the officiating. We're going to step away, take a quick break. Jarrell Cougar basketball continues in a few moments.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp here, Director of Operations with SHN Sports. Need a friendly reminder of upcoming broadcasts? We have a simple solution. Join the SHN VIP list today. Stay up to date with upcoming broadcasts, events, and other exclusive content. Visit shnsports.com/VIP. That's shnsports.com/VIP.
1:24 to go. Jarrell tied things up moments ago. It was Sumner, 42 apiece, and Grandview almost losing the ball. They look like they're in panic mode. And now another little bumpy tic-tac foul. Somebody, boy, I guess somebody's breath doesn't smell good out there on the court because the tic-tacs are flowing now. I don't know what your favorite flavor is. I like wintergreen as my favorite. Some people like cinnamon. But whatever. It's going to be at the line. Shooting 2 now is Michael Masella. Free throw up and good. They retake the lead. It's an unfortunate foul against TJ Sykes. It's a second personal foul. Barely bumping the player. Second free throw rolls out, no good. And that should go back to Jarrell, and it is. Michael Masella misses a second one. Grandview fans wanting that one. 1:15 to go. Jarrell trails by 1. Boy, the excitement in this gymnasium, unbelievable. That ball knocked out of bounds by Grandview. A.J. Smith trying to feed it inside. It was knocked out by Devontae Crownover. The Cougars just got to remain calm. I think they're a little nerved right now. Garrett Sumner to inbound the ball, looking for somebody. He's got to get it in, and he calls timeout. So Sumner has to call timeout. Nobody open. Wise decision there by the senior. For Jarrell, we'll step aside. 1:08 to go. Just over 68 seconds to go in the season for one of these teams. 43-42, Grandview leads. We'll be right back after this.
This broadcast is under the direction and is copywritten by the Shoning Hip Network. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, use of sound bites and interviews, and use of any other content, including audio or video, without the direct written consent and permission by the Shoning Hip Network is strictly prohibited and protected by federal and copyright laws. All rights are reserved by the Shoning Hip Network and SHNSports.com.
Back in action here. Jarrell set to inbound the ball. 1:08 to go, so right at 68 seconds. Jarrell trails by 1. It's win or go home. 43-42 your score. Sumner trying to get the inbounds pass, and he does, over to TJ Sykes on the left wing. TJ up top. AJ straight away 2. That shot an air ball. And Jarrell somehow gets the rebound to Kyrie DeBon. The shot is good, and they say a push against Jarrell. Another foul against the Cougars, this one on a push. With 58 seconds to go, Grandview has 2 more free throws and an opportunity to extend it back to 3. At the line, shooting 2 is Devontae Crownover. He's 2 for 2 from the free throw line this afternoon. Right-handed free throw shooter. Bends his knees, spins the ball. Out of his fingertips. Shot up and good. Big free throw there for Crownover. 58 seconds to go. Again, Jarrell trails by 2 now, 44-42. Jarrell hoping for a miss. If they do, they've got to get the rebound. Spins the ball here. Right-handed free throw shot, up and good at the bottom of the net. Crownover doing it at the line for his team. 45-42, 58 seconds to go. On the court, Smith, Sykes, Sumner, Hanlos, and Kyrie DeBon. Almost a steal. Hanlos able to hold on to it. And now a timeout called by Coach Drew Sumner. We'll step away as well, folks. 55 seconds to go. 45-42, Grandview. On the verge of an upset, the number 1 team in 3A. We'll be right back after this.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp here, Director of Operations with SHN Sports. Need a friendly reminder of upcoming broadcasts? We have a simple solution. Join the SHN VIP list today. Stay up to date with upcoming broadcasts, events, and other exclusive content. Visit SHNSports.com/VIP. That's SHNSports.com/VIP.
Back in action, Jarrell with 55 seconds to go. They inbound the ball over to TJ Sykes. Now over to A.J. Smith. He's going to take a three from the wing. That shot looked good, but it wouldn't fall in, and Grandview is going to pull down the rebound. They hit the deck. They'll go to the line shooting two. Foul on Jarrell. A.J. Smith wasn't able to knock down that three. 45-42, 47 seconds to go. And Jarrell's still alive in this. I think the Grandview kids are starting to see a possible victory as they can't believe that they are up right now. Been a very close played game throughout. At the line shooting two again will be Crownover. He has hit all four here in the fourth quarter. Free throw is up and good. 4-point lead now for Grandview. 46-42. 47 seconds to go. Second free throw is up and no good. A.J. Smith is going to pull it down. Jarrell quickly over Hanlos. They've got to go quickly here. 42 seconds inside. Hanlos going to have a corner three. It's partially blocked. TJ able to pick it up. Put back good for TJ Sykes. So TJ able to clean up two. That shot was no good, though, for Tim Hanlos. And the ball goes out of bounds. And Hanlos again wondering. He can't believe that. 46-44 is the score. Jarrell trails by two with 31 seconds to go. Jarrell needs a steal here. We saw this last year versus Lamarck, where Jarrell within the final moments was able to get a steal and go back and win that game, so they're still very much alive. They've got to hurry, though. They can't get the steal. They've got to foul quickly. Over. They've got to foul now with 25 seconds. I mean, you got to foul here. 22 seconds. They've got to foul, man. This is unbelievable. There's no fouls. 16 seconds. When is Jarrell going to foul? And now they finally foul. That was too much time off the clock. Way too much time off the clock. I understand they were trying to go for the steal, but it's one of those things where, you know, after 15 seconds, you got to foul. 14 seconds to go. At the line shooting two will be Grandview. It's Travis Massey back at the line. Free throw is up and no good. Jarrell's still alive if they can get a rebound here. 46-44, 14 seconds to go. Jarrell trailing by two. Massey, second free throw is up and good. Boy, that one barely rolled in for him. Jarrell here, 10 seconds. Sumner going to take a deep three. That one well short. And with 6 seconds to go, Grandview is going to go back to the line. (47-44). Grandview at the line shooting two. 6.5 to go. And Kyrick DeBon fouled out of the game. So Kyrick fouls out of the game. At the line shooting two will be Travis Massey. One will do it. And he doesn't get it. He misses. Jarrell still got some life here if Massey misses this. 47-44. Massey at the line. Winner goes on to the tournament. Second free throw up and no good. But they get the rebound. Jarrell fighting for it. The ball goes out of bounds. It should be Jarrell basketball, and it is. Jarrell will have 3 seconds on the clock as Massey misses both free throws. And a timeout is called on the floor. Folks, this is it. 3 seconds to go. Jarrell trails by 3, 47-44. Whose hand do you put it in? TJ Sykes, Garrett Sumner. Which one? A.J. Smith. Which three-point shooter are you going to put it in? Tim Hanlos has got one in this ball game. Jarrell still has a chance here. And the fans here, with 3 seconds, seem deflated. And it's been a rough fourth quarter for Jarrell, but they do still have some life here with 3 seconds to go. 47-44. Been a heck of a ride this season for the Jarrell Cougars. They don't want it to end here tonight, and they do have an opportunity to tie this and take it into overtime. They've just got to believe. The fans of Jarrell now on their feet, cheering on their team. Jarrell is going to have to go all the way down the court. So first comes first, they've got to secure it, and then they've only got a few seconds to make something happen. Montemayor is going to inbound. He's going to pass up over to Sykes. 2 seconds, 1 second. Sykes is going to put it up at the buzzer. That shot no good. Jarrell's season comes to an end in heartbreaking fashion, 47-44. And Grandview fans coming onto the court, which jumped the fence. That's not allowed. It's tasteless in my opinion. I understand being excited, but there's also a time to do that. You don't do it right in front of a team that just lost. As a parent running onto the court, hugging your kid. I'm sorry. A great season. Hats off to Grandview. We'll break it down. 47-44, your final here. Jarrell falls in the regional finals. A great game by these kids from Grandview. Not going to play the blame game in this one. It was a well-fought game, and as we talked about, an underrated team all season. Grandview moves on. Jarrell's out. We'll be right back after this.
Thousands of listeners, laser-focused marketing, and showing a high level of community involvement. Those are a few of many reasons to advertise with SHN Sports. We strive to keep our broadcast as affordable as possible, and your support makes that happen. Please consider advertising with SHN Sports. Email rob@shnsports.com. That's rob@shnsports.com. We have a solution for everyone.
Jarrell Cougar playoff basketball made possible in part by White Shadow Basketball, providing individual skill development in the game of basketball, giving the players the opportunity to gain the tools that he or she needs to reach or even exceed their basketball goals. Emphasis on developmental shooting, one-on-one skills, defense, and ball handling drills will be taught. Individual sessions are $25 an hour or $20 for initial training and evaluation. Group rates are also available for 2 or more participants. Each session also includes a Christ-centered devotional basketball training with a higher purpose. That's White Shadow Basketball. Coach Trey White, a teacher and coach, 25 years in Texas Public Schools. You can visit them on Facebook at facebook.com/White Basketball. That's facebook.com/White Basketball. White Shadow Basketball, individual skill development in the game of basketball. Welcome back to Hewitt, Texas, where the Grandview Zebras defeat Jarrell tonight 47-44. A hard-fought game all the way. Hats off to the fine kids here and also Coach Joel Moore as his team will move on, and you got to give them credit. And we hope that this team will continue to go through the state. They have just had a phenomenal season, winning their first district championship since 2002, and then coming out here tonight. And really, boy, it was just unbelievable shooting in that first quarter by Demetrius Crownover as he really came out leading his team in that first quarter. Grandview was ahead 20-15, and they just kept rolling here in this ball game, and Jarrell did not have an answer. They kind of went cold there at the end of the fourth, and you got to give your hats off to Grandview, but also just your hats off to Jarrell this season as well. A heartbreaking loss for the Cougars, and their season will come short as Grandview here tonight, clearly the better team. And as I've stated several times, highly underrated this season as they weren't ranked, but they're showing why they should be here in this tournament. So they will move on to the Final Four in San Antonio, and we will wish them the best of luck. Hey, heart goes out to the seniors for Jarrell. This was another Cinderella-type season and unfortunately falling short for them. I want to give a shout-out to the seniors, T.J. Sykes, A.J. Smith, Kyrique DeBond, Cash Colbert, Tegan Atkins, Hayden Boyd, and Sam and Tucker Bond. Boy, those are just some great guys out there, and man, it's a tough one here to watch such good kids fall, but that's the way it goes in sports, and it's easy to be sour when things happen, but that's not the way we want to be. We want to congratulate the team that won and hold on to our integrity and keep things going, and that's the way that Jarrell will do, and that's the way the community is. And just another great season for the Jarrell Cougars. And a lot of teams, it's heartbreaking when you lose, but you got to think about it like this, friends. A lot of teams would have wanted to get this far. They don't have the opportunity to get that far. So just a very Cinderella story again for Jarrell. These seniors, your heart goes out to them because they have played together for a long time. And unfortunately, their high school careers will come to a close here tonight. But great things are in store, and Jarrell's got to keep their heads up. I know the loss is going to sting for a while, but it will wear off. Time will heal the wounds, and these kids are headed for a very, very bright future. So, again, it's been our joy, honor, and privilege here to bring you Jarrell Cougar playoff basketball and SHN Sports this season, also some of the regular season games as well. A fine group of young men. Hats go off to Coach Sumner and his wonderful staff, also Dr. Chapman, the superintendent of schools there in Jarrell, and also to all the parents of the kids out there as well. TJ Sykes had a phenomenal first half with 15 points, but he slowed down in that second half. He finished up with 19 points tonight. A.J. Smith only with 5. He struggled. He had some big plays for Jarrell, but Jarrell could not battle inside those tall men. For Kyrie DeBon, he had 4 in the first half. He finished up with 11 points total. Cash Colbert was scoreless. Garrett Sumner finished up with 4 points in the game. He had that big 3 in the fourth to tie things up. And then as far as scoring goes, as we go down our list, Tim Hanlos finishing with 5 points. So, again, your leading scorer tonight, T.J. Sykes. Jarrell's season comes to an end. Congratulations to Grandview and their community and also their fans as well, and especially the students as they move on and look for that state title in San Antonio, Texas. Again, thanks, friends. It's always our joy, honor, and privilege to bring you these games here on SHN Sports. We will continue throughout the season to bring you updates and more as we have them. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at SHN Sports, also our website, SHNSports.com. On behalf of the SHN Sports family, I'm Rob Hipp, Director of Operations. Carl Schoening is our Director of Broadcasting. Mike Capps, the Director of the SHN Broadcast Academy throughout our network and throughout Central Texas. Thank you. And remember, friends, as I always say, we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other, so provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there this afternoon needs you. Till then, God bless you. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, friends. We'll catch you next time. Rob Hipp for SHN Sports. Good day, everyone.
This broadcast is under the direction and is copywritten by the Schoening Hipp Network. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, use of sound bites and interviews, and use of any other content, including audio or video, without the direct written consent and permission by the Schoening Hipp Network is strictly prohibited and protected by federal and copyright laws. All rights are reserved by the Schoening Hipp Network and SHNSports.com.